The first LEGO Star Wars Day took place in 2009 and has evolved significantly over the years. So in this video I'll be doing a complete rundown of every promo we've received to date and what we're rumoured to be getting this year, so we can discuss if they're getting better or if they're getting worse. Let's take a look. So in 2009, the LEGO Star Wars Day was relatively understated, not officially carrying the title, but instead aligning with the May the 4th Be With You celebrations. Coinciding with the theme's 10th anniversary, fans could claim a free numbered poster with no minimum spend, but it was limited to 15,000 copies worldwide. In 2010, many were expecting the white Boba Fett minifigure, but LEGO offered a Star Wars sticker sheet instead. It wasn't particularly anything special, but it was limited to 20,000 copies and exclusively available to VIP members. 2010 also featured a special sweepstake for the US and Canadian VIPs where winners could score one of the two solid bronze Boba Fett minifigures. By 2011, the LEGO Star Wars Day had become official, featuring a numbered limited edition poster commemorating 10 years of LEGO Star Wars Ultimate Collector Set, and it included the first ever May the 4th minifigure GWP, which required a £50 spend to get the highly sought after Shadow Arf Trooper, which remains unique as the character has yet to appear in any other Star Wars set to date. In 2012, fans were treated to two Polybag GWPs with a small buildable TIE fighter, and with a £50 spend you got the Chrome TC-14 minifigure alongside the LEGO exclusive R2-D2 poster, which was released to promote the UCS R2-D2. Moving on to 2013, and the GWP Polybag sparked a little bit of controversy, being a Hoth Han Solo minifigure which required a £50 spend. Now, albeit he featured a more screen accurate brown coat as opposed to the blue that we'd seen in earlier sets, it was a minifigure that we'd seen variations of, and therefore it felt less exclusive when you compare it to the TC-14 or the Shadow Arf Trooper. That year you also got a limited edition Yoda Chronicles poster. The following year in 2014 introduced one of the most coveted May the 4th GWPs, which was the Darth Revan minifigure Polybag, which had a £50 threshold. Based on the Knights of the Old Republic character, who like the Shadow Arf Trooper was yet to appear in any LEGO Star Wars set to date, and therefore is now priced accordingly on the second-hand market. For those that missed out on that minifigure, you had to settle for another Yoda Chronicles poster. Less said about that the better. In 2015, LEGO combined a minifigure and a poster giveaway. Fans could grab an Imperial version of Admiral Yularen in a Polybag with a £50 spend. This marked the minifigure debut of a lesser known Star Wars character, albeit we did get the Clone Wars version recently in the UCS Venator. Additionally, a series of 6 collectible posters was released over 6 days, each featuring a LEGO version of the movie poster from episodes 1 through to 6. In 2016, with The Force Awakens having premiered the year before, the promotions were centred around the sequel trilogy. The First Order Stormtrooper minifigure Polybag was the GWP with a £50 minimum spend, which was a huge disappointment as a chrome Phasma would have been much nicer. You also received 2 posters based on The Force Awakens and the Battle of Hoth. 2017 was a quieter year, offering just one GWP, which was the R2-D2 Polybag. It was a small 70-piece brick-built version of the iconic droid with purchase over £50. It certainly wasn't anything special, and minus a few unique printed parts, it wasn't anything better than a standard Polybag. In 2018, things didn't really improve much, and we were treated to a BB-8 Polybag which consisted of 48 pieces but required an inflated £65 spend. Similar to R2-D2, it had some nice unique printed parts, but again it wasn't really anything special. In addition, you did get a Y-wing print, but this was an exclusive perk for black VIP card holders. In 2019, fans enjoyed 3 promotional treats. This marked the introduction of the boxed May the 4th promo set, which was the Battle of Hoth, which required a £75 spend, and a VIP exclusive 20th anniversary edition poster and an in-store Tantive 4 make and take model. In 2020, LEGO released another exclusive box build, which was the Death Star 2 battle, which again had a £75 threshold. In addition, VIPs could enter a sweepstake to win a rare white Boba Fett minifigure and an uncut numbered sticker sheet from the 2010 event. In 2021, LEGO released a micro-scale Tatooine homestead with a further increased minimum spend of £85 and an Imperial Shuttle Polybag. A free sticker sheet was also given, which marked the Lucasfilm's 50th anniversary, whilst VIPs could enter a sweepstake for a signed and sealed Dutch Vander minifigure. In 2022, Aunt Beru made her minifigure debut in the Lars family homestead kitchen, which required an £85 spend. I'm actually surprised this set has remained so cheap, including such an iconic original trilogy minifigure, but the only thing that that went up in price was the Uncle Owen minifigure from the 2014 Sandcrawler. Other GWPs included an ATST Polybag and the Mandalorian Beskar keyring, which required an £85 spend. That year, VIP members also gained access to physical and digital prints of the UCS Luke's Landspeeder and a chance to win books signed by the C-3PO actor Anthony Daniels. 2023 offered an extensive range of freebies, including a buildable Death Star 2 which required a £130 spend, a Return of the Jedi 40th collectible coin which had an £85 threshold, and an X-Wing Polybag which you got for spending £35. Fans could also claim a free digital X-Wing poster, while VIPs could enter a sweepstake to win a signed UCS version of the Imperial Star Destroyer and an ultra rare sterling silver R2-D2. Last year in 2024 we got the Trade Federation troop carrier to celebrate 25 years since the release of the Phantom Menace. It required a £160 spend. This was actually a really nice set and could have easily been an official release. Included 8 battle droids, the 2 pilots still being unique to that set. That year we also got another coin, this time based on the Battle of Yavin, which required a £90 spend, and an AAT Polybag which you got for spending £40. LEGO Insiders also had access to an exclusive minifigure art print costing 1800 insider points and a collectible coin to celebrate 25 years of LEGO Star Wars costing 1500 points. Moving on to the current day, and we're rumoured to be getting a Republic Escape Pod which has 190 pieces and is said to include a young Boba Fett, 2 Clone Cadets, and will have a £150 spend threshold. The Escape Pod can be seen in Season 2 of the Clone Wars in the 20th episode Death Trap and makes perfect sense to accompany the rumoured UCS Jango Slave 1. We've got no further information at present, but I am hoping the minifigures remain exclusive to the set to make it a real collector's piece. So there you have it. For me, the promo started pretty strong between 2009 up until 2015 with some very nice exclusive minifigures. The worst years were easily between 2016 and 2018, which included some pretty below par polybags. I'm not against the diorama sets, but without an exclusive minifigure, you kind of feel like you're getting less bang for your buck. I do, however, quite like LEGO's recent approach where they've included a build and an exclusive minifigure, which tends to tick both boxes. Albeit the minimum spend does keep rising every year, you can of course stack those GWPs to ensure that everyone gets a freebie, even if you're buying some of the low end sets. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a complete roundup of all the GWPs received to date. Which do you prefer, the polybags, the dioramas, the mini builds? Let me know in the comments below. I really hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe for more Star Wars LEGO content. I hope to see you on the next one.